EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Taking in at the 3.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fire rate and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field so they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides.
Stroud looks to throw on the first play.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well, that's one stuff. We'll see if this defense has another in their back pocket.
And I just wonder on the other side of the ball, do you just challenge the big guys up front? This is a short yardage situation. We ought to be able to pick this up. Or do you say to yourself, they are awfully tough. I've got to throw it on this down.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Stroud.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there, with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Trap 50, trap 50.
Hurts.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The Jaguars had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They go play action with Hurts.
This will be caught at about the 5. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. Gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
They'll try to run with Etienne.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Sliding out of the pocket. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Come on.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
6, mega.
Play action. Stroud now.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to. Not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Let's go now. Shot, 17. Cluster, 6.
And Stroud now to throw. Across the formation, Burks has it.
Touchdown, Houston.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Draw play, ETN.
Skirts by him at the 35. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Let's go, 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Rig. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Cougar 19. Check, Bobcat, check, Temple, check, let's go.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll drop the throw.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
This defense tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on their
own. But this time it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Texans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they were backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the third level before you know it.
Here we go, set. Ten. Ready?
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Ready?
Stroud looking to throw.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Ready up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Lions.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
A run by Pierce begins the second half.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Ready, play.
On second down, here's Pierce.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Ready,
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing now is Stroud.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. And he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Douglas.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Ball at the 26, second and 7. Stroud now on second down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Again, it's Stroud.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. 26 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Now ETN to start the drive.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
On second down, ETN once more.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
43 yards on the ground for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne, 70 yards. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point safely through. And it makes the score 21-10.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville.
Red, cycle. Red, yellow.
Stroud. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Stroud to throw it.
Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
Now Stroud.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Stroud here on 3rd and long.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Cup 19, 79 Broncos.
Throwing is Hurts. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.